I know you all said that you all you respect your parents and all that kind of stuff. I think that's what he was talking about. A lot of y'all talk about stuff like that, like respect your parents and come home at a certain time and report back to them and all of that kind of stuff. No, no, it doesn't matter who you live with. Once you reach a certain age, you don't have to report to anyone. Okay, African Americans, especially in Georgia, you all are mentally ill, like severely mentally ill. Just because you live with a family member, that does not mean that you're subject to any of their rules. Now, you have some people who will provoke you to say that, to say, yeah, my family, they go by my rules. But no, once you reach a certain age, it don't matter where you live, who you live with, unless you locked up in jail somewhere, or unless you got fucking retarded ass parents, you live your life the way you want to. Now, like I said, I have a close knit family. We love to stay together. We love to live together. We love all of that shit. Okay, but if you're a grown man, you know what I mean, and you living with your parents, you a dumbass. You better get the fuck out your parents' house. Okay, but women, we get along. You know what I'm saying? That's a little different. My son's father was murdered. My ex fiance was murdered, and we get along. You know what I mean? But I hear what y'all be saying. Make sure you live by yourself and all of that, because I watch y'all. Y'all got some really fucked up families. Y'all don't even get along. You know what I mean? And so y'all got some really fucked up families. So yes, I would expect y'all to all live separate. That is the way that the colonizers made it, so that y'all can all be divided, separate, struggle, work very, very hard, never see each other, and never unify. Okay? Because black unity is their greatest fear. Well, my family's not stupid like that, which is why we're a lot more successful than you are. You all are, because we actually stick together. So if anybody says anything about somebody being with their mother, it's because they have a fucked up family with no father. That's usually the case. Now, if father and mother are there, usually what? You can be there, you can come there, you can stay there. We love each other so much, we live right around the corner from each other. You know what I mean? That's the kind of family I have. Okay, it's hard for us to separate. We be spending the night, we be over each other's houses. A lot of us stay in our parents' houses and all of that, and we just love it. But y'all got some really, I'm gonna say it again, y'all got some really fucked up families, black people. Okay? And so, no, we don't do what you do. We don't go by what you go by. I have never had a curfew. I was 12 years old when I left home, 16 when I came back. I have never had to ask my mother if I could do something or go somewhere. Y'all got some fucked up, mentally ill ass parents. And if I was you, yes, I would want to be away from my mother and father. Because I have met some of y'all's parents and they are fucked up. Okay? So anyway, I took care of my mother for about 15 years. Even after that, I have left and came back because I said to myself, you know what? Ain't nobody gonna stick by me like my family is. These people are jealous because I come from a good family. They want to call you spoiled, even though your family made you work for everything. They want to call you, oh yeah, she don't know anything about life. She don't know how to get out here and do this and do that. And you show them, and you go live somewhere for a year or two, and you shit on them. You know what I'm saying? But that's still not enough because misery loves company. You got what I'm saying? So they won't fuck with you, because they know you got a big ass family. You got too many men around you in your family. You got too many women around you in your family with guns, with weapons, with everything we need. So that's their greatest fear. It's not being able to have you alone and manipulate you as a woman. And fuck that. I don't care what y'all think. Imma stay with my family until I die. You get what I'm saying? Because we have a good family. If you got a fucked up family, that's right. Get the hell away from them. Okay? So-called chosen one. Okay? Go ahead. Get the fuck away from them. Do what you gotta do. Because that's their way of showing you. Slave master taught us this is independence. This is how we gotta do it. We gotta separate because black unity is a threat. And y'all are stupid enough to fall for the shit. Even if you move away, make sure you live right there. Stay with your family. You can be up the street somewhere. You know what I mean? You could be in the same complex as your family. You know what I mean? You don't have to just like completely separate, like, because that's a lot of people have this hidden agenda. Yeah, and they seem like they're black because they have dark skin, but they're really white as fuck. They're not African. You know what I mean? They don't even have an African mindset. I mean, half of them ain't even got no damn hair. You know what I'm saying? They just weird as hell, and you be listening to them, thinking that they know what they're talking about, and they really don't. They try to figure out their way. They try to figure out what's going on they damn self. You know what I mean? Just like everybody who thought I was in the hospital, they thought it was over for me, because that's their life. That's their pattern. They're used to seeing failure. So to hear them speaking positive, I can see through it that it's really fake. I can see through it. It's fake. If you are a positive person, you're gonna be positive all around the globe. You're gonna be positive for your friends, your enemies, your frenemies. You're gonna be praying for the wealth and success of everybody. You got these people who get on the internet and they have all these opponents. They wish these people well and they wish these people evil. Those people are always gonna fail. That's why they have to get on camera, okay, with a lot of views. They have to feel successful because they are not. I keep telling you about the billionaires who have to hide their face just for black people who wish they were successful. That alone is dangerous. To be around people who wish they were successful is very, very dangerous because they spend all their money and put it in rich people's pockets all the time. I gotta get my hair done. I gotta get my nails done. I gotta get my clothes. I gotta do this and do it. How much do you have in that account? It's always on zero. But yet they're telling you that they're successful, that they made it. I learned when I was 19 years old that it's going to take about 10 years to build a business and be broke and be in the hole to be a business owner. And these people telling me that they just overnight had overnight success, they're lying. Okay, a person told me they were a real nigga. He was a rapper, Little Baby. I said no. When I found out that he was just around real men who kept helping him and helping him and helping him and helping him, I realized that y'all will never see the truth until it hits you in your face. Until you're actually dead from hanging around people who told you they were real. Okay? It takes a real California person that's seen a lot of money and raised around it to recognize the fake. I can see people from California every day. They ups and they downs, they good times and they bad times. They're in a mansion, and 5 years later, they're going through something, and then they can bounce back. But these people in the South be living in their raggedy apartment, lying about what they got, lying about what they do. I'm telling you, if you come to California, we gonna kill you just for lying.